everybody, this is Stunt 101. Up in the club, throwing the 50s like, hate it, I love it, I just can't get enough. Labels from calling me, I said move if you call me, please, or don't even bother me.
We are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 and the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in England. Have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. Throwing first play is Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A Charger first. There's Herbert finds Williams. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The Chargers at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, this shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Back to throw here, Herbert. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 15-yard line. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Anytime they think they've got him open beyond the markers, you know they're going to throw it his way. And that's not going to change even after that incompletion was forced.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Herbert throwing again. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Now Herbert off the bootleg. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Eckler will take this into the end zone for a Charger touchdown. Building confidence after a loss. That's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
And they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed. And this is what they said all week long. Things they needed to do differently. Whatever they said appears to have worked. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go play action now. Lawrence. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A man coming off a washout 2021. It's Travis Etienne. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
Back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Lawrence will throw. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Herbert. They'll find Everett there, complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
First down catch there by Gerald Everett, who made the move to the Los Angeles Chargers, knowing that they enjoy utilizing their tight ends. Remember Antonio Gates, Hunter Henry? Everett hoping to be next in line at that position to give them big-time performances.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Herbert. Well, this is caught by Williams. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Charger football to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Whipping one into Allen, that's complete. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
2nd down and goal. Herbert, touchdown! Mike Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers go up by 2 touchdowns.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it. So a little bit of a turnover. You went right back though and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
You got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands, though.
Yeah.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. First drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On first down, right back to ETN. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And they'll go again with ETN. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 40. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On play action, Lawrence. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. In motion right is Jones. Back to the ground with ETN. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. And that is incomplete. And the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The Charger drive about to get going. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
They're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw there into the hands of Ross. And some space here. A big play there for LA. And even 40 yards. That man right there, John Ross, remember, he ran the fastest combine 40 in history, 4.22 seconds, and he showed off that speed right there. Wow. Running on first down, Eckler. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Justin Herbert looking to pass. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate that was just incomplete.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Trying to surge ahead with Spiller. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Isaiah Spiller with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chargers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Etienne up the middle. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Now Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And some room to work. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run. 39 yards.
On 3rd down, it's very simple. Make sure you get beyond the sticks, make the catch, pick up the first down. But in this case, he turned it into bonus time and was off to the races for a monster play.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They go play action with Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
Patterson's kick is good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Foyesade and Lurican.
And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
Completes it to Evan Ingram.
And the Jaguars are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Let's go right now. Come on, guys, you got this. Let's win.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. Power on power, but he's not going to get in. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Dialed up the fullback dive that time. We'll see what they go to on third down from the 1.
Yeah, they may have dialed it up, but it was repelled, wasn't it? Do you wag a finger back at the offense like a certain iconic NBA guy did back in the day, or do you just say, try it again, guys?
No, I think they wagged the finger, but they got to get one more stop here, maybe 2. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Now Lawrence.
Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Etienne.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Travis Etienne.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Jaguars are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And it makes the score 21-10.
Jaguars 10.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The final shot before the break for Herbert. And this one is incomplete. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew.
The Jaguars take over a first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. So the false start will back them up 5.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Here's Lawrence. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Khalil Mack. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got a man complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield. A combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN.
Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Lawrence. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted.
Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Out to his left. He finds his target, Allen. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down.
And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action. It's Herbert. He'll buy some time right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Josh Allen from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
And they visited the end zone frequently in this one, and obviously they want...
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Herbert now. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he'll only get
get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Lawrence will throw. Throw incompleting, quick to Calvin Ridley. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's a much-needed completion right there on 3rd down. Really a sigh of relief, isn't it? They're backed up deep. You know they don't want to give the ball back to the other guys with great field position. They needed that throw, that completion, that 1st down.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Play action. It's Lawrence. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
A couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
The slot man in motion right. Straight ahead, ETN. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 41-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's a give to ETN. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Lawrence. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Complete to Christian Kirk. A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They'll run with ETN. And trying to shake free, but ETN cannot. The defense will stop him short. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars are right back in this football game. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Lawrence's throw here into the hands of Jones. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. A free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 33 yards that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A handoff for Etienne. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Lawrence to throw. He'll drop that underneath to Etienne. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. About getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Zay Jones, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So half the battle here, but they're still down.
Plenty of work still left for them, but they delivered on the first step. And
now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They're going to try and run. But he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Herbert. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
10 more there and another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Up the middle with Eckler. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Let's go.
From the 50, here's Herbert. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. He finds some open field here. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Eckler now between the tackles. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. From the 31, Herbert. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 13-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They're going to pass here with Herbert. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now Herbert. Hard throw, incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do and kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Here's Lawrence. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers have just about sewn up this football game. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee. Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating, even better job of game planning. They were facing a top 10 defense, so they had to make sure that everything was buttoned down, and they had it ready to go, and their guys executed.
Yeah, they were concerned not only about moving the ball through the air, but also on the ground, but both really started to come in sync. So for the Chargers, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year.